Hello, 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 and I'm Doug.
And this is Lenore.
Hi, welcome to our channel. In this video, we will be talking about baking biscuits.
That's right. Baking biscuits off-grid on
Yeah.
a countertop convection oven that's multi-use. It convects, it dehydrates, it bakes, it toasts. Its brand is beautiful.
Yeah.
And we can't do this without my dad Ken, who helped. We're going to turn the oven on. It has, see, all the different features.
Ken actually bought it, didn't want it, and give it to us, and we didn't want it till we realized that we didn't want to use the gas oven.
Yes, the gas oven has a broil element that was burning everything, and I was having to turn it over.
And yeah, we had to turn our biscuits over and cookies
and
over.
cookies, and I was not happy about that.
We done everything. What did we do with the gas oven?
We used some cast iron skillets.
We used the pizza stone
Yep.
as to block the heat, so it wouldn't burn the bottom as bad. And we actually used, like what you were saying, cast iron skillets turned over to kind of block the heat that was coming from the burner in the bottom to keep it from burning. Was it the bottom?
Yeah, it was burning the bottom and wasn't cooking the top.
Yeah.
Wasn't finishing the top.
And you said you was not going to.
I'm not baking in this anymore.
You ain't gonna flip biscuits.
No, I'm not flipping biscuits and I'm not flipping cookies.
And we're not flipping cookies.
I'm a baker. That's not happening.
Right.
I've seen some off-grid people doing that, and I am not doing that. I'm glad that you can. I don't have the time for that. So we got this oven, and it has multiple features. You can see it has air fry, it has bake, it has toast, broil, and it actually does dehydration. So we're going to get it set up to bake, and all my biscuits bake at 400 degrees. And you just hit start, and it'll start and preheat, and then I'll change the time when it's time to put them in.
So it's pretty simple.
It is pretty simple, except for making the biscuits. No, that's next.
We're going to be making the biscuits next. Okay, so I think it does use probably about, what, 1,500 watts?
Something like that.
Yeah. So people who are using solar power, and you need to be worried about that, like us, as you can see right here, it's using... Yeah, 1612. 1612. We actually got a few things running on top of that, so I'd say about 1,500 watts is what it's using right now for toast.
Right.
Yeah.
No, not for toast. For actually baking. It's baking.
For baking.
Preheating up to 400 degrees.
All right. So what's next, baby?
We're gonna get ready to start making biscuits.
All right. Let's make some biscuits.
All right. So what we have is we have a half a stick of butter, about a cup of flour, maybe a little bit less. I'm not going to make a huge recipe today, and some buttermilk. So this is a little bit labor intensive because you do have to use frozen butter. You're going to shave it. You could use a grater, cheese grater. I currently can't find mine because we've been moving. So I've just been using a very sharp knife, and I don't usually always use the whole stick of butter. Sometimes I'll use, whole half stick. Sometimes I just use 3. Sometimes I use 4 tablespoons. So once I get this shaved, we will add the buttermilk.
So what are you doing now?
Well, I've shaved the butter, and it was about 3 tablespoons. And there's almost a cup of flour, maybe a little bit less. And now I'm going to pour some buttermilk in and start making biscuits. Now, depending on how you like your biscuits, you might want them stickier, you might want them a little bit drier. All I'm trying to do right now is mix the 3 ingredients together and get them what they call at a ragged stage. And you can see that they're just kind of sticky. And kind of look like a wet rag. So, almost there. And this is super simple. I don't pull out my mixer for this, but if I was making several, then I would pull out my mixer, my stand mixer. They're a little too ragged for me, so I'm going to add a little. Alright, it's kind of like making bread dough. You want it to stop sticking to the sides. So This is very much a hand operation. So I use the spoon as my size of my biscuits. Sometimes Doug doesn't get as big a biscuit as I get, because I'm the baker.
What?
That's how that works.
You get the big biscuits and I don't?
Sometimes. Sometimes when I make gravy, I make the little bitty biscuits, and those are the ones that are mine. So I don't have to have a big biscuit with lots of dough in my gravy. So this is actually how I learned making biscuits. I was making them by hand. So the oven is already preheated. The biscuits are about to go in. And for 3 simple ingredients, we have 5 biscuits in about, what, maybe 2 minutes worth of work? If that. Now I gotta clean up, and these have to go in the oven. We'll take care of that and then get back to you.
All right, so you may have a question. Since we have the oven sitting on top of our burn top, gas burn top for our oven, we don't use that either. Actually, Lenore made up a way that we can set a electric frying pan, whatever thing you want to call it, and we actually will set it on top of our sink, which is here. And how we do that is getting in the house with this.
I take an industrial size cookie sheet, and it fits right there in the middle. We just make sure no water's turned on.
And then we put our electric cooktop here. And that is just one setup. We actually have a setup, a porch on the front of our camper where we got a
2-burner gas Coleman stove, the camping stove.
Yeah, so when we cook, we're kind of half here and half on the porch right now sometimes. And I'll show you that now. Come with me. I actually made coffee on it this morning. What's up, big boy? What's up, big man? And Mac, he'll hang out with me. If I'm around the grill or the Coleman stove, he's waiting for a crumb to drop. Anyways, and we'll use this. And we'll use that. So, yeah, we don't use the gas oven stove inside of our camper at all. Hey, real quick for the solar nerds. All right, so right now this is what we're bringing in and what we're putting out. So we got about 2200 watts coming in. We got about 4200 going out. And come check out our solar array. It is all a work in progress. All our solar generator, battery power, inverter, and all that will be going out to that building over there really soon. What time is it?
It's biscuit time.
Let's see what we got.
They are perfectly golden, and they're actually cooked on the bottom.
Ooh.
This is why I'm using this oven and not the gas oven. Kind of hot. They just came out of the oven. A little bit of butter. A little bit of honey. And we have breakfast.
So we're going to dig in And I just want to say thank you for watching our video.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, and making some biscuits and having breakfast with us.
It'll be yummy. Wish you were here.
All right. Hey, if you like this content, like, subscribe. We got more stuff coming out like this and a lot of other crazy stuff, I'm sure.
That's right.
All right, we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, real quick, I want to know how you make biscuits. In the comments, drop it down below how off-grid you make biscuits or anywhere. I'd love to hear the ideas. Also, how do you like to eat your biscuit? Honey? Butter? I like butter and just a little bit hot sauce. Put that in the comments below too. All right, see ya.